race fans, to this week's edition of TheTunnelTurn.com. It's finally above 60 degrees here in New Hampshire. Ready to go racing. Hey, welcome race fans to this week's edition of TheTunnelTurn.com. If you watched the All-Star race Saturday night, you probably fell asleep like I did. But hey, that's the 2 burgers and a few beers to do. Yeah. The race on Friday night, the truck race, that was almost everything that the All-Star race should have been on Saturday night. The truck race Friday night had some great racing action. There's some beating and banging. Johnny Slaughter was in Ron Hornady's chest after the race, poking him in the chest, squawking over nothing. And Kyle Busch ended up winning the race. The reason why Slaughter was mad is he said Ron Hornaday held him up on the track and he damaged the nose of his truck. Well, if you watch the replay, Ron Hornaday was trying to pass 2 other trucks, and Johnny Slaughter caved in the nose of his own truck when he tried to push Ron Hornaday out of the way and bump by him. So that was a self-inflicted wound, and as far as I'm concerned, he had nothing to stand on with that one. But after them arguing amongst each other on pit road or whatever after the race, Slaughter was interviewed after the victory lane celebration, and basically they were kind of fooling around after that, so looks like no love lost there. Saturday night for the All-Star event, I was all psyched up to watch that thing. Made a ton of food, got some beer, sat my butt in the lazy boy, and man, nothing. The segments were set up good. I think with the structure of it was set up to have some great racing. So that was, it was kind of cool by NASCAR to try it out that way. I think the 10 laps at the end definitely was supposed to set it up for a great shootout. But next year, maybe they should do like a spoiler adjustment or something like that, just to bunch the cars up more so the guys can kind of push each other around a little bit and claw their way to the front. I think that's what it needs, next year. And this week, news going on this week is Danica Patrick is working with a management team to try to run full-time for 2012 in a nationwide series. And she isn't sure who she's going to run, on what team she's going to run with. She's going to do that in hopes to get into Sprint Cup racing full-time for 2013. Other news this week is, I'm sure you've already heard, Kyle Busch get bag speeding. He was doing 128 in the 45, which it's kind of ridiculous, but he said he's trying out a new Lexus, so I'm sure he wanted to buy, and he's kind of out for a joyride, checking that out. Also, Ron Hornaday was fined 25 points this week for a illegal, not NASCAR-approved rear gear ratio, and also equipment that didn't meet NASCAR's specifications. Delana Havoc was charged 25 owner points too, and other than that, that's about all that we've got up on the blog this week. We got, we always get late breaking stories. We're one of the first ones to break that Kyle Busch story. We had that up there hours after it happened. So definitely keep checking us out. And if you can, definitely comment on our blog posts. We'd love to hear from you guys. Voice your opinion. That's what the blog's about. It's for the race fans, man. So if you don't love an article, you hate an article, you want to hear it either way, blog away, post away. And definitely check out our chat on race day. We want a pile of fans in there chatting away during the race. And that's what we set it up. We set it up for you guys to have fun and check it out and keep coming back. And if you'd like to send anything in to us, send it into thetunnelturn@gmail.com. Whether it's a press release or a late-breaking story or a quick, hey, how you guys doing? We'd like to read our email and check it all out. And we'll definitely reply to you if you want to ask a question. That's cool. And until then, take it easy. See you next week.